Hello all. Today I'm here again to present another video in my Pop-Tart taste testing series in which I taste different flavors of toaster pastries or Pop-Tarts, the name brand Pop-Tarts. But then I'm also doing a comparison with a couple other brands. One is the Kroger brand Frosted Toaster Treats and the Millville Toaster Tarts from Aldi. And we are going with the chocolate fudge variety. And so today, what I'm going to do is we're going to do a visual inspection of the packaging. Then we're going to do a visual inspection of the item, the item we're going to eat, the food item, the toaster pastry. And then we're going to do a taste test. And we're going to see which one is best. So let's get to it. So first off, let's look at the packaging of the various different types of toaster pastries. And what struck me, as compared to my brown sugar cinnamon, is that there's a slight difference in the Aldi variety versus the Kroger variety. And the Aldi variety seems to have sort of a lighter fudge symbol in wording, whereas it's sort of a darker fudge symbol. And I wonder if that translates to the actual toaster pastry. Is the Kroger pastry going to be a little bit darker? I don't know. And then we have our Pop-Tart. You don't know what type of pastry it is based on the packaging, but it's just your standard foil packaging. And then if we want to look at the boxes between the toaster tarts, well, what I really want to do is examine the nutrients and ingredients and to see really how similar they are. And when you look at the ingredients in the Aldi versus the Kroger, and the nutrition facts has the same amount of calories. It also ends up having a lot of the same amount of nutrients amounts. For example, 8 grams of fat, 330 milligrams of sodium, or 320 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of protein, 2 grams of fiber, 26 grams of sugar. So it's all the same, which leads to my theory that the Kroger and the Aldi are probably made in the same food factory, and the packaging is also the same, and from the box to the foil, and so they're probably the same pastry. Let's see what they look like compared to the pastry itself. And let me get the Pop-Tart out of the packaging here. Put that one in the middle. So, well, I'm already hungry here. I'm pretty hungry. I ran 22 miles today this morning, so that's why I'm making this video, because I'm really hungry. But we've got some visual differences here between the Kroger and the Aldi. And so this one here is the Aldi, and this one here is the Kroger. And we're looking at just slightly differences in frosting. Got a few more white specks on the Aldi here. The Kroger, less white specks. The holes seem to be a little bigger. So different batches from the same factory, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these actually are from a different factory. I don't know. And then let's bring in the Pop-Tart in the middle. This is your name brand Kellogg's Pop-Tart in the middle, compared. And you know, it's funny. I just noticed that the Kroger is kind of a little darker, like the packaging, than the Aldi. But anyways, in the middle here we have our Pop-Tart variety name brand, and I don't know, it's got more holes, so it's got that going for it. The frosting is lighter than the other two, so that's a change compared to the Aldi and the Kroger. So basically, you've got more holes in the name brand Pop-Tart with a lighter frosting and a slightly lower density of the white speck things. I'm not really sure what the white speck things do. I'm not sure what flavor that adds. So visually, one more look. You got your Aldi here, your name brand here, and then your Kroger over on the far right here. Here's the Kroger. Okay, so we're going to get to the taste test. Let's get to the taste test here. And to start, I like to go with the name brand Kellogg's Pop-Tart. And I'm eating these unheated because I feel like if I heat them, I'm going to have differences in the amount of heat involved after toasting them. And that might affect the flavor. So I just go untoasted. You know, maybe it's not as good. I don't know. But I think it gives me a more accurate reflection of the different tastes. So here we go. We're going to start with the name brand here. Okay. All right. I like that filling. The crust ratio, I feel like that's better than the name brand brown sugar cinnamon. Good filling crust ratio. In the brown sugar cinnamon, there's more filling in the off-brands. So we're going to try that now. I'm going to Aldi now. Less sprinkles, slightly lighter color to it. Time for Aldi. The filling is not as smooth and creamy as I had in the brown sugar cinnamon. I might have a slightly better flavor in the name brand Pop-Tart. And then let's go into the Kroger brand here. See what we got here. Let's get the end with the more frosting on top. You know, we need to get that frosting. Similar sensation as the Aldi variety. I'm not getting as smooth and creamy as I did in the brown sugar cinnamon. Now let's go back to the name brand. I'm getting a little bit more flavor too. I feel like the name brand Pop-Tart has a little more flavor. Let's go straight to the Kroger this time. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of filling in this. A little more of the exterior crust. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call the non-creamy part, the non-frosting part, the crust. I don't know. And let's go to the Aldi again. Slightly creamier, this batch of Aldi, compared to the batch of Kroger. So I think this batch of Aldi, despite my theory that it comes from the same food factory, is slightly creamier, slightly more flavorful than the Kroger. But in this round of testing, what I have to say, I really should have got a drink for myself between bites, but you know, we're going in raw here. So the chocolate fudge variety from Kellogg's Pop-Tarts wins this round of tasting. Aldi is 2. Aldi 2. Kroger 3, in my opinion. That is vastly different than the brown sugar cinnamon taste test, where I felt it was a tie between Aldi and Kroger. Very similar. Definitely creamier, more filling compared to the name brand Pop-Tarts, which had more of that cardboard taste feel to it. So I really am liking the name brand Kellogg's Pop-Tart with this variety of the frosted chocolate fudge or just chocolate fudge variety. And so there's your results. Next up, we're going to do a strawberry taste test. We'll probably do that next weekend because I really need to burn a lot of calories before I eat Pop-Tarts, because these things can really leave a weight in your stomach. So thanks for watching, folks. Shout out to all my Pop-Tart fans out there, Pop-Tart aficionados, especially the people at work that have been asking me to make these videos for months. I'm finally making them, and I hope you're happy. See you later, folks.